Hey guys, how's it going? It's Raiden, and we are back with an even more affordable Barndo build. Big updates for me. I finally got around to doing my hair, as you can tell. We don't have brown roots for days anymore. Back to platinum blonde. So if anybody's interested in how I do that process, I'm more than excited to walk you through it, though keep in mind it is my process, so it may not be what the recommended process is. But my hair is healthy and happy, and it's not fried, so I can definitely speak to that for myself. And on top of that, is something that I do for me, I also do my own acrylic nails as well, and they've started to kind of grow out. I've done pink with metallic. It's like orange and pink at the same time, but it's magnetic, so you can make shapes and stuff in it. Just something fun I wanted to share. But anyways, the bigger news is that I've actually gotten a new job, and I started on the 17th. So, you know, they read my rap sheet, they had me test a bunch of drugs at the drug testing facility, and all of my results came back really well. So I'm essentially a shoo-in for the job, and I'm ready to get started. But I think that's enough for me. Through all of that, I'm still going to try and post consistently at least once a week. I know that I've kind of swayed away from doing it on Wednesday, and I'm more towards the end of the week, but I would like to try and build on the weekend so that I have time when I get home to work on writing and constructing the actual voice piece that I do separately from the speed build part. That way I can get it done for you. You know, Wednesday through Friday, you can expect a new video every week. But yes, congratulations to me, and I will not forget about you on my journey with my new job. As a matter of fact, you might hear more about it, so I'll try to keep all of the fun stuff at the forefront and less complaints. So a couple of the last builds that I posted were really practice builds when it comes down to it. I mean, I haven't played The Sims in a couple of years. I mean, at least to some decent degree where I'm familiar with all the packs, especially all the new ones. Honestly, I just bought them to stay relevant on the off chance that I would ever start making videos again, or I would randomly get inspiration to play. So I'm not as familiar with the newer packs that we have available to us today. So it is taking me a little longer to get back up to speed and catch back up in terms of building. Obviously I have the stuff I love to use, right? But I want to start branching out into the newer stuff too. But practice build aside, we're finally in it to win it, I think. I'm probably going to wind up leaving something out of every single build because that's just who I am as a person, unfortunately. I am forgetful. Something always breaks around me. So that's something that you can unfortunately expect. Anyways though, as always, place my lot with bb.move objects on. I did get a little excited with this one. You know, I put some stuff on top of the refrigerator. Yeah, I put some things a little closer to other things than they probably should have been. You know, the block snapping is kind of crazy for me. I'm not all into that. I like to put it where I want it to go. That being said, with the bb.move objects on, I did let our friendly neighborhood Sasquatch go in and test everything in the build, so you can sit on the couch, you can use the toilet, take a shower, do the whole nine. So I wouldn't be too worried about any of that. You shouldn't have to do any finagling after the fact. That being said, let's get into our lists. So this Barndo costs 75,284 simoleons and fits on a 20 by 15 lot. So it's fairly small, but if you wanted to go crazy with it, make a whole like big barn situation, have you some chickens, have you some cows, that whole kind of deal. I mean, you could really put this on any size lot you wanted to, just depends on what kind of yard you want to have, right? This is more of like that tiny home Barndo feel. I would have a longer list for you, but according to the gallery, I used almost near every single pack, and I feared that the list might kill us both if I actually put it together because, put it this way, I used something like 38 expansion packs, and kits between all of it, so I don't think I need to list off all of them. You can probably tell where it comes from. And if not, I mean, you're not really losing out on a whole lot. Based on the concept of this video, you can go in and replace it with whatever, right? I would have loved to start making some more base game builds, but I think at this point I'm really interested in having fun and using as much as I can. So general layout for the Barndo, we have an open concept kitchen with a dinette. There's also a little lounge area with a sofa and a fireplace. Quite cozy if I do say so myself. There's also a loft that you can get to by way of ladder, which houses an art area and a large cinema style TV viewing experience. In the back of the house we have one bedroom and a full bathroom. I could have taken and put in 2 bedrooms down there with maybe a half bath or a full bath, but I really saw it as a place where one sim would live or potential like a couple would live. So however you want to envision that, it's a 1-person, 2-person kind of house. Now it does have room to grow. You could theoretically put 2 rooms downstairs with a bathroom. You could also turn the loft into a bedroom or a couple of bedrooms if you're that creative, and put a bathroom up there too. So it's really all about what you envision at the end of the day when you download this, or how you want to expand upon it if you're moving just one sim in. But this is what I saw, right? In terms of design, I did put a lot of my own personal flair into it. It does have that kind of rustic feel, but it also has a little bit of modern witchy vibes with some plants everywhere and stuff like that. And anybody who knows me knows that I love the witchy stuff. It is my favorite thing. I was going to go as far as putting in a basement seance like secret room, but I decided against it for fear that I might have been trying to do too much. You know, I am interested in adding some secret rooms. I've put some thought into it, but I just haven't quite acted on it yet. So maybe that's something that might come in the future. As far as landscaping, I felt bad with the last build. I mean, I get it. It's kind of like that middle-class family. You can't really afford, we couldn't really, I'm not going to say you couldn't, we couldn't really afford to landscape around an entire house, right? It was kind of like a once-a-year spring thing where we would trim the bush out front and maybe put some new mulch down or plant some new flowers. It was kind of one of those things, and people don't really see your backyard, so we didn't really care about it too much. It's kind of where the kids and the animals went. So as in terms of that build, I guess I could have tried a little harder to make it a little more friendly. But this one really takes the cake. I did the whole 360 landscaping effort for you with this one, so I hope you enjoy it a little more. I've also added a hot tub with 0 privacy, so that ultimately when somebody's turning around in your driveway, they can see you in the hot tub. Aside from all of that, while building this and building many of my other Barndos, I personally wish that they had more barn-style doors rather than just the chevron pattern door from Island Living? I'm not exactly sure how that one goes. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. But as I've said before, I'll keep pretending. Now, with the garage door thing that I did mention last time, I saw that somebody was using windows, but kind of had made a garage door shape out of them. So I'm almost interested to try something like that. I'm kind of siphoning inspiration now from other people I see creating. And I think that's the idea of being a creator in The Sims who builds, right? You're sharing your influence to have other people pick it up. I'm not gonna gatekeep building Barndos, please. Build your Barndos and tag me in them. But enough about this Barndo. It was really exciting to build. I'm super proud of this one. I've built some Barndos in the past, more than just the one you've seen. But I am super proud of this one, especially it's kind of more of a tiny home feel when it comes to Barndos. So things that I want to start getting into in the future. I'm thinking about going back and renovating base game homes. Now, before anybody gets too crazy, I was doing renos back before it was cool. I'm talking like 2015. And I've got them on the gallery too. So I'm talking this was before we had too many packs even. I was like, these base game houses need some love, come on. So I'm interested in going back and doing some base game renovations or just some general renovations throughout the packs, because we get about one world with each pack, right? There's a lot to do. There's a lot of creativity to be had between all of the worlds. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. Chances are I'm going to wind up doing it anyway, but I'd love to have your input on it. Also, as far as reviews goes, I really enjoyed reviewing Growing Together, and Like I said before, I had done those reviews in the past where it was like bleed your ears screaming in the mic for whatever reason. Like I didn't have a way to balance my microphone. It's so embarrassing. I'm interested in going back and reviewing old packs or re-reviewing old packs, since a lot of them I'd actually played through up until recently, actually. So I think I might go back and re-review them, give that first look impression and give the last look impression. Was it really worth it? That kind of thing. Give you the how I felt then and how I feel now. Anyways, guys, I'm done talking your ear off. Don't forget that you can find me on the gallery XX Raiden XX. Raiden as in my YouTube name, RAIDYNN. I appreciate you guys coming along for my rants, ramblings, and lists. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Okay, love you, bye!